Gloria Strode, and welcome to Straightforward. Today we have some amazing community friends. They are doing great work in the community every single day, changing lives and restoring families. An awesome, hard-rocking couple, John and Christi. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Good
I
morning.
heard so much. I told you this. Your reputation preceded you. Good stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
And I kept hearing your name, John Burdeshaw, and his wife, and all the great things that you all were doing with recovery. And of course, you work with New Horizons.
Correct.
And you work with
Georgia Mental Health Consumer Network.
Okay. And you've been with them how long now?
7 years.
7. And John, you?
I've been with New Horizons for 6 years.
For 6 years. So you and I attended the Trauma Anonymous Trainer Facilitators class with the lady from Savannah. And I looked across the room and I saw you and I thought, this dude really looked like he's getting ready to go on tour with Beyonce. So I was like, so who is he? Who is that guy? And so some of the people I was sitting at the table with, they said, oh, that's John Burdeshaw and he does da-da-da-da-da-da. So I had never even heard of that type of service.
Yes,
we
ma'am.
always hear about the traditional services, you know, that are provided with mental health, recovery, and things like that. So share with our audience a little about you, John, where you're from, how did you end up with this role?
Okay.
Great story.
Yes, ma'am. I'm John Burdeshaw. I'm from Phoenix City, Alabama. I work as a recovery coach at Connections in Columbus, Georgia. Connections is a hangout for people in recovery and a safe haven for them to come hang out at.
Okay.
They can come by for 5 minutes or 5 hours. It's a lot of fun up there. We've got a pool table and a ping pong table.
Okay.
We've got a couple TVs with couches around them and cable TV, and we watch movies on Netflix.
It's almost like a sports club, man cave,
It's
female.
for
Women
right.
too, but when you
Men and
say the
women.
pool table,
Yes, ma'am.
the TVs, we're watching something other than sports too, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes, we do.
Wherever there's a television, you're married.
Yeah.
Yes.
Men think they're in charge of the remote.
Yes.
Yes.
And so
Football.
they automatically want to go to
Yes.
sports.
Yes, ma'am.
So I
Yes.
just thought I have to get that little dig in.
Yes, we try to mix it up some. So we help people in recovery. They can come to Narcotics Anonymous meetings up there. We have Bible studies up there. To work there, you have to be a recovering addict. You have to be in recovery to work there. We're just peers helping other peers as recovery coaches.
Okay.
And so
you're a certified peer specialist?
yes, ma'am. I'm a
Okay.
certified peer specialist, a recovery coach.
Really?
I got all my help through New Horizons. I went through a 6-month rehab journey to recovery under New Horizons. That's where I met my wife at that time.
Fabulous wife, yes.
So I got help through New Horizons, and now I help other people through New Horizons doing the same type help that I got.
And so you're the proof in the pudding.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and that's important that
Yep.
when we receive, we give back.
Yes, ma'am.
And we have to pay it forward. Because
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sure you could probably be doing something different,
Yep.
but it speaks to who you are to want to go back and then help the others come forward.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
where and how, what are the hours? Is this something that's a couple hours a day?
We're open from 8 until 5, Monday through Friday,
Okay,
and the
so it's
first
every
and third.
day.
It's every day. Well, the first and third Saturday of the month.
Oh, and then sometimes on the weekend?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's a structure, and you have staff there?
Yep.
Do you all have refreshments?
We
or-
do. We serve snacks. We grill out regularly up there. Yes, it's a lot of fun up
So
there.
it's almost like being in a fraternity kind of thing, you know, or the VA, or what is it, the American Legion, where your
Yes, ma'am.
group just come together and fellowship, just have a good time and try to take care of each
That's
other.
correct.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That's really wonderful. And you, my goodness, I heard so much about you, so it's good to put the face and the person together, the name.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I've heard all of these stories. Of course, you know I serve on the Accountability Courts Board.
Okay.
And so a lot of conversation happens in that meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
And so your name, this couple, it
Yes.
kept coming up, and I was like, I need to see these people. No, really, because
Yeah.
it's a real great story. And if people see you, then they know that all things are possible.
Right.
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 And so how did you get to your organization?
Well, so I went through Muskogee County Adult Drug Court.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay.
And I graduated that program. It helped save my life. I went through a 9-month rehab that they sent me to called the Golden Rule.
The Golden Rule?
The Golden Rule.
Okay.
It is in Mock, Georgia.
Okay, so that's right, not too far from here.
It's not too far, but it is in the country.
Yes. It's in the rural.
It's very rural, yes. It helped save my life, though. And when I completed the Muskogee County Drug Court, I started working at the restaurant Speakeasy.
Really? I
Yes,
love Speakeasy.
I do
The camel
too.
riders.
Yes. And I had a transition apartment over next to Journey to Recovery. That's where John and I met. And I walked back and forth to work every day, and it was
You
a
walk
hard.
back and forth?
Yes.
We walked for the first year and a half. We were
Yes.
together
Speakeasy?
to jobs back and
Speakeasy,
forth across the
yeah.
street from the rehab, from Journey. And we
Really?
saved up money, and God blessed us with a little Honda Accord after we saved up money for a year and a half. And then I was able to get Section 8, and so we moved into a little house, and we got married, and then we got custody of our kids back one at a time.
How amazing.
Yeah.
See, that's why people were so braggy. And that's a good thing. This is
Right.
something to brag on.
Yeah.
Because this says that if you get a plan and you work it
Yes.
and you're sincere,
Yes.
that there is restoration.
Yes.
So that's why people are always dropping your name. I'm excited. No, really.
And it was the supports we had in place. You know, drug court going ahead and helping find me a transition apartment to go into when I left the rehab
Right.
was a game changer for me, because I didn't want to leave the rehab and go back to the environment I left.
Right.
You know, and
Because that's pretty much almost setting yourself up
it
for
is.
failure. It's
It
hard
is.
to. Yeah.
Yes. So I worked at Speakeasy for a few years, and then I heard about 3 years, and I heard about certified peer specialist training. And so just kind of on a whim, I applied for the training. John and I both applied, and I actually got accepted. And it opened up a whole new world for me. The organization I work for now actually holds the training for the
Okay.
state of Georgia.
All right.
And I became a certified peer specialist. I worked at West Central Regional Hospital for about 3 years as a peer mentor.
Okay.
So a peer mentor is someone with lived experience with a mental health diagnosis and or addiction, and we go into the state hospitals and communities and work with individuals to help them transition through our lived experience.
Okay. Well,
So-
what I want you to do is hold that point, because that's
Yes.
good stuff. We're going to go to our first break to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
All right.
We'll be right back after word from some of our sponsors.
Straightforward is brought to you by State Senator Ed Harbison, serving the citizens of Georgia's 15th Senatorial District and on the front lines for veterans every day. Progressive Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1952. The George Ford legacy of high standards continues today in the compassionate and professional services provided. A touch of dignity for those who care. Progressive Funeral Home, 4235 St. Mary's Road, trusted by generations. Whole Patient Healthcare. Dr. Jada Rimes-Bacote is board certified in family medicine. She believes the best patient care includes practical, individualized lifestyle changes. Located at 1338 13th Avenue, Columbus, 706-641-2080, or visit wholepatienthealthcare.com. The Framing Factory and Art Gallery for professional framing and decorative art, located in Lake Bottom, 1325 17th Street, or call 706-324-3823.
And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm enjoying this wonderful visit with the amazing couple, the Burdeshaws. Their story gives me hope. It says that there is redemption, restoration, second chances. They had a plan, they followed the plan, They have pulled their family back together. We're celebrating our new infantryman that's going to be graduating, going to Fort Benning from basic training, and we will all be celebrating that with you, and especially
Thank
me
you.
as a mom. I just think that's amazing.
Thank you.
And so you were sharing with us before we went to the break a little about your story.
Yes, ma'am.
And then John is going to give us the broader picture.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I was a peer mentor for several years, and then I got a promotion to being the director of the peer mentoring program.
The director?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my goodness.
And then I got another promotion of director of peer services. So that encompasses the peer mentoring program, forensic peer mentoring, which are individuals who have been justice impacted that go into our state prisons and to our daily report centers and work with participants to help them transition into the community through their lived experience in
Right.
recovery. And then our Double Trouble in Recovery, which is statewide. It is meetings for people who are dually diagnosed with mental health and addiction.
Okay.
And
Double Trouble.
Double Trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And they are support meetings similar to NAAA.
So NA is Narcotics Anonymous,
Yes.
AA, and I always
Yes,
like
ma'am.
to do that because when you work in an area, we use acronyms.
Right.
So for our viewers, we want to make sure they can follow us
Absolutely.
to know about all this good stuff.
Yes.
Because this is good stuff.
It is good
and I'm
stuff.
an old social worker, and I didn't know about Double Trouble.
Yes.
And I was sharing with you in the break, I worked at the Calhoun State Prison
Mm-hmm.
in Morgan, Georgia, and I taught interpersonal relations and professional development,
Mm-hmm.
and that was for the individuals on the 15 months or less to get out.
Right.
And so I actually have, as I was sharing with John, a letter from a mother where her son left the prison and went to Atlanta Technical College.
Yes.
And became a truck driver.
amazing.
And so I wish I had known this back
Yes.
then, because this would have been an excellent resource,
Absolutely.
especially the Double Trouble, because we have people struggling with mental health and addiction.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. And so
Yeah.
you went from being the peer specialist to one promotion to the running the whole show.
Yes, ma'am.
I love that. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, God's been good to us.
Yeah, but no, really.
Yeah.
That's truly restoration.
It is.
Right.
It is.
And so your organization, you all are statewide as well.
Yes, ma'am. We are known as the home of peer support,
Okay.
and we are funded through DBHDD,
Okay, so that's the Department of Behavior.
Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
It is.
So John, now I know why everybody, I thought you were
Yes,
just in the entertainment business. I didn't know you were in social services when I first saw you.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, all sharp in your outfit, crisp shirt and everything. I was like, wow.
Yep.
So, yeah, so the story is one that must be told.
So yeah, my background is I've been locked up a dozen times. I did some time in prison. I went to 4 different rehabs. I was shooting up meth and heroin on and off for 20 years.
Anita.
OD'd a few times. Yes, I was
Really?
IV shooter. Yes, ma'am.
Really?
And so also I was really wild. I used to climb the water towers in Columbus and the
Right. Columbus Waterworks.
Yes, I
Towers.
climbed the waterwork towers, and I was climbing the satellite towers with blinking lights on top so that planes and helicopters don't hit them. And I used to call the police on myself and then wait for them to get there and then run from them. I was really,
So was that a way you were
adrenaline.
crying out for help?
I was adrenaline junkie for a long time.
Okay, so you're like the people that go jump off the cliff.
Yes,
Yes.
that was
Okay,
me.
see, that wouldn't be me.
Yes,
Me either.
God turned that negative into a positive now because I
Yes.
started a group called Recovery Adventures. It's a Facebook group for people in
Right.
recovery to do wild and fun things together.
Okay.
We go skydiving every year. We go
Really?
whitewater rafting. We ride the zip lines across the river. We hike into the top of the mountains and camp by the edge of a cliff at the tallest point in the state of Alabama on Mount Cheehaw. So now God's
Amazing.
turned how wild I was into a big positive.
Right, and you can help the others that need that adrenaline rush.
That's right.
So my adrenaline rush is to
Yes.
go to Zell's, the diamond store.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
look
Yes.
at the 2 carat solitaires. I am not at risk of zip lining across the Chattahoochee
Yes.
or climbing to the top of the mountain.
Yes, my
we
wife
all-
is the exact opposite. She is not doing any
No.
of that.
And
Yeah.
I'm with her on that. We're going to keep our feet on the ground.
Yes, ma'am.
So you would call the police on yourself?
Yes, and then run from them. Wait for them to get there and run from them. I was really wild. The whole city knew me as the village idiot for a long time. Like John Burdeshaw was the wildest guy in the city, and you know that big negative in my life that was this big. When I
Right.
got on track and got in line with God, He
Right.
put a big line right down the middle of the big negative and made it to a huge positive.
And so how was your parents with all of this? Parenting is a hard job. I tell people the hardest job in the world is being a parent because it goes from the womb to the tomb.
Yes.
That's a long road.
Yep.
And your parents survived all of this.
They did. I was blessed to have both my parents in the home growing up, and I had a
Yes.
good childhood. And so I think that's key to why I came back around like I have, you
Right.
know, being raised in church and have a relationship with God.
Yes.
We lead up the outreach at the Fort Church in Columbus,
I
Georgia.
love the fort. That's
Yes.
where we
Yes.
have our Trauma Anonymous
Yes.
meetings. I'm going to
Yes.
just hang out there till they kick me
I would say 80% of our people that attend the church are in recovery from addiction,
Right.
or people trying to get into recovery. It's come as you are there, and
And it's amazing.
It
and
is.
that is one of the most welcoming places. And I've been all over the country and,
Yes, ma'am.
and out of the country.
Yes.
But every time that I come there and I'm not there because of the court or I have, you know, anything, my trauma is our mother died suddenly when we were children, just in her parents' backyard.
Yep.
And wasn't sick or anything. So grief is my trauma.
Right.
But I come there because I love the realness, I love the camaraderie, I love the genuine love and support, and it is just amazing.
it is.
There's so much hope. You know, a lot of people in Columbus know our stories. You know, if you would have known me 11 years ago, you wouldn't have liked me.
Really?
Yeah.
My wife's been locked up for stealing guns and stealing cars.
Really?
Yes.
As beautiful as you are.
Yeah.
She was in drug court.
She was a mafia.
Yes,
girl.
yes. You know, God brought us together, and we had similar backgrounds, and I felt like it was me and her and God versus the world, starting at the
Yes.
very bottom like we did. And it kept us
Yes.
humble. And God didn't take us like this; He took us like this. You know, it was
Yes.
steady climb, like keeping us
Right.
humble and on track. So
Yes.
Wow.
We both
how
come from wild
amazing.
backgrounds.
You couldn't look as beautiful as she is. You know she's beautiful.
Yes.
I would have
Yeah.
never in my wildest dream thought she was stealing guns and cars.
Yes.
So that took a different kind of nerve. So your adventure with her adventure, nerves of steel.
It was different.
Yeah.
And you know, it was due to my addiction. You know, when you are on drugs, it makes you a different person.
Oh, absolutely.
And I was addicted to heroin and meth for many years, lost custody of my children.
Really?
And it was just,
And look at you. How beautiful. No, that says restoration.
yeah,
With God, all things are possible.
yes.
And it's never over until He says it's over.
That's right.
Never.
That's
And I
right.
tell people that, and I believe that
I do
100%. Okay, but what we're going to do now is go to our break to our sponsors, and
All
we'll be
right.
right back. We'll be right back after work from some of our sponsors.
Columbus Pediatrics GA, working together to build lifelong relationships between our staff and patients by consistently providing compassion, excellence, and value with 2 locations. The Old Town office at 3580 Massey Lane, Suite F, 706-596-8667. The Midtown office, 1900 11th Avenue, Suite A, 706-323-3400, ColumbusPediatricsGA.com. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a 5-star commercial service with satisfied customers in Georgia and South Carolina, built on the principle that every detail matters. Barbara's Cleaning Service, a new season building a family legacy. The Miley Agency, Gerald Miley and his team can assist you in every aspect of your insurance needs. Call today for your free quote at 706-996-2045 or visit themiley.agency.com. New Horizons Behavioral Health, building better lives in the Chattahoochee Valley, providing services to persons with mental illness, developmental disabilities, and addictive diseases. Located in the Health and Human Services Building, 2100 Comer Avenue, Columbus, or call 706-596-5500.
And welcome back to Straightforward. I'm enjoying this amazing conversation with my fantastic friends from New Horizons, John Burdeshaw, and the wonderful, magnificent PR person, Chloe. Chloe, I know you're exhausted. We have big events coming up throughout the community, and of course those dates, they're out there, you're promoting that. Then you have time to fool with me and other people like me that's calling you for everything, but you do an amazing job.
Well,
and
thank
I
you.
appreciate your commitment, your wonderful personality, and your patience, because the work that you do is not easy. A lot of times people hear titles and they think that you're just sitting at a desk with nothing to do, you know, making cute flyers, and that's not it, because you're doing a lot. It's a lot of balls to juggle, and you all cover so many counties.
We do, yeah.
Right. And so I see you. I mean, I see the work. I'm following it on Facebook.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so share with our viewers again all the counties and the support information.
Yes, so John is with our Connections program, which is under New Horizons Behavioral Health, the umbrella of who we are. And we do mental health, addictive disease, and developmental disabilities. That's our 3 main areas, and we serve 8 counties for all those things. So Randolph, Clay, and all the way up to Harris and Talbot, and our main location being here in Columbus on Comer Avenue.
Okay. So that's a lot of geography. We talked about that. So let's visit.
Yes.
It might not be a large population, but it is a lot of road miles.
Right.
And trying to coordinate and be in all of those places, which they needed, particularly out in the rural areas. 'Cause
Exactly.
They have limited resources.
Yeah.
And just because they're in the rural counties doesn't mean that they don't have mental health issues and addictive diseases.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we serve mainly those who are uninsured or underinsured, so we're that safety net for our region, providing these services that folks may not be able to get elsewhere because of income restrictions. So
Right.
we're proud to be that, especially for our rural counties.
Right, and so it's a sliding scale
Yes.
for the services.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yeah.
those that might have insurance or those that might not have insurance.
Yeah.
We're whosoever will let them come, and we're going to do the best we can, and just have to follow the process. I like to tell people that because it's not a magic wand. I had someone call me, and a person kept having interaction with the police because they were having some psychotic episodes. But if you don't get people into care or document it, when the police encounter them, they just got to do their job.
Right.
Right, and
Yeah.
that makes a difference. But you all got folks that can help folks.
Yes, exactly. That's one of my favorite things about what we do are people like John and Christi who are peers, certified peer specialists who have been through our programs or programs similar like where Christi went to. It's often a career path that not many people who are starting their recovery journey may know about, and it's one that's always needed across the state. I mean, those lived experiences that John and people like him provide are really just invaluable.
And it is, because
Yeah.
I'm a social worker by profession, and I could never speak to that. And I've worked in a lot of places, including a mental hospital in South Florida, but not the lived experience.
Right.
It's different, and then they can interface better with the people that they serve.
Exactly.
So, John, your mother is an angel. I'm just going to tell you.
Absolutely. Yeah, my mother's a prayer warrior.
Yes.
That's
she would
why-
have to be to have survived all of your adventures as a
Yes.
mom, because
Yes.
mom is awake when everybody else is asleep.
Yep.
Yes, I mean,
Yep.
that's what mothers do.
Yep.
So if dad's over there snoring, mom's awake and she's praying. If the baby is sick, mom is wearing all the hats. That's
right.
what mothers do.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you wanted to share more about your background and some of the other things, so
Sure.
people would just know it's
Yes, ma'am.
possible.
Yes, ma'am. So when people come through the door at Connections, I'm always like, hey, I've been where you're at. You know, we have your back here. You don't got to go it alone. You know, there's strength in numbers, and we have your back here.
Okay.
And so people can stop by for 5 minutes or 5 hours at Connections. It's in the Bellwood area, right off Veterans Parkway.
Okay.
The address is 4827 14th Avenue,
Okay.
Columbus, Georgia. And people could stop by. I wish this was in when I was in my addiction. This was
Right.
available, but it wasn't around at that time.
And you want them to go to a good place so they don't go back to the same watering holes, which
That's right.
makes them want to do those same things again.
Yes, you
And you
have to
were-
surround yourself with good people going in the same direction that you are is vital.
Right. And we need our viewers and supporters to bring snacks.
Yes.
So what kind of snacks are we having there? Chips and
sandwiches or hot dogs and chips and cookies.
So, see, I don't like to cook, so you want me to bring?
Yes.
Oh, you can bring.
No, we have a kitchen there.
Okay,
We have a
fine,
kitchen,
I'll
yes,
get
ma'am.
you. Cooking, I can cook. It's
Yes.
not my gift, but
Yes.
I can cook.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's not my joy.
Yes.
I can cook. But I can buy something and bring it for
Yes,
you,
ma'am.
as well as some of my friends that I'll be calling.
Yes.
So we can buy the things, bring them to
That's
you,
correct.
you have a kitchen there.
We have a kitchen.
Okay, I just
Yes,
want to
ma'am.
make sure, and we can do that Monday through Friday from
8 to 5.
8 to 5.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you were intravenous drug user.
Yes,
For
I
how
was
many
using
years?
needles on and off for 20 years. I was shooting up meth and heroin. I was also my drug choice was all of them. It was lots of cocaine and ecstasy and just every drug out there I ran across I was doing. So really, it was a wide variety of drugs that I did. I OD'd a couple times. I got to the end where I was just desperate and homeless and started praying that God would make a way out of the streets for me. And He did. He answered my prayer when I was at the very bottom and suicidal and had lost hope, and brought me to Journey to Recovery, where
Really?
through New Horizons, where God used that to help me change my life. Met my wife at that time, and so God's been really good to me.
And you all put together a plan, and now y'all are these two great professionals that's paying it back and helping others,
Yes, ma'am.
restoring families. See, this is why I want to roll with this group.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
don't want to have to go over there with the beautiful people all dressed up in the formal gowns and stuff, because for me, that's not what it is. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
I
right.
think all of us have a charge to help somebody along the way. I believe that's what we're here to do.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Chloe, any other things we need to add to this? And certainly with this team, I got to put them on the circuit.
Yeah.
Because this is a story that is just made for TV. This is like a Lifetime movie. No, really, it is.
And I think it's so important to share those stories and to let people know who may not be ready to start their recovery journey that there's stories like this out there, and it's
Yes.
possible for them too. Seeing other people get through it is really helpful for them to get through it. So,
Exactly.
and Connections is our one program that you can just walk in. We've said that a lot
No
before.
appointments.
Yeah, no appointments. Don't have to call ahead. Just walk in. You don't even have to give anyone your name or anything. It's
Really?
you don't have to be in our services at all. So
Just a safe place to go.
yeah.
I love that. Amazing. Well, I want to thank you all and New Horizons. Of course, Susan Gallagher and I serve on the Accountability Court Advisory Board, and I didn't realize that you all did as much. I really didn't. I know about the traditional services, but this one I did not know about. And I want to thank you all, the team Burdeshaw.
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
going to take this thing on the circuit.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to do
Yeah,
it. All right.
I'm ready.
Well, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
This has been straightforward. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Until next time, be blessed.
What up, world? What's up, Columbus? Be sure to tune in every Sunday, Straightforward with Gloria Strode, right here on NBC 38.